Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. We're out just now hoping to find an old abandoned, they call it the gunpowder mill, and obviously a castle and a cave. Obviously we'll fill you in with more details as we go along, and once we get to said locations we'll start filming. Yeah, we're still travelling to find, well, I just looked online, it's either a gunpowder plant or a gunpowder cottage or a gunpowder mill. There's different names to it. I don't think it's relatively big, but it is a ruin. So, but I think it's nice because it's got a bit of history to it, and yeah, so we're just venturing down. Obviously the map locations and stuff is the map we're on, so but we're heading in the right direction and we should be there shortly.
15 minutes exactly.
Well, it says 15 minutes, but that's if we walked up to the road and walked round, but we should be there. We'll be back.
We'll get hit by cars, so we're going safely.
Alright, so we start following again once we're at the gunpowder mill. Well, I didn't know we were going to be passing a sewage plant in the middle of the woods, but there you go. And we shouldn't be too far away from going to the gunpowder mill.
10 minutes.
10 minutes roughly, but we'll see. So there we are folks, this is where we are today, Roslin, Glen, and I think we're not too far off. Well, I just seen a sign and they call it the gunpowder factory, so I think we may just best sticking with that for just now. So we shouldn't be too much longer and we'll be filming that said gunpowder factory. As we've been walking along, we notice these big square well, just the bricks. To be fair, it maybe have been walls back in the day. Yeah, obviously there seems like man-made stone, man-made carved stone in the roots of the tree. So this could have been a wall. Maybe respect for the gunpowder factory. To be honest, I've only researched so much on it because I think there's only so much that's really documented, to be fair. But we shouldn't be too far coming up on it. So that's why I says I start filming, because we started seeing these resonance of a possible wall.
I see the few up there.
Oh, that's just normal. There we are.
It's coming down here. Right?
So we're just going to keep rolling because I think we're not too far away now.
Relatively close.
To be fair, as yet I'm only using my phone for recording films and videos just yet, but soon we're going to look to get a camera, so I hope the video quality and the audio quality is relatively okay. Well, it says we weren't too far away, but
Who knows where
to
we
be
are.
fair, it looks like we're right down on the actual pathway that takes you there. So yeah, not too bad in respect. But to be fair, it is beautiful out here. Obviously, like every park, well, what I know, like country parks, especially in Scotland anyway. There'll be lots of bits that are shut off because I get a lot of falling down trees and stuff like that. So obviously people try to come in and shut them off just as a danger aspect because they don't want people getting hurt. So
I've seen a lot in the news about obviously dogs falling down the Glen and all.
yeah,
So
but to be fair,
it's like it's like
I hope we don't come across any of that today, because it's obviously good to have a free explore instead of being getting shut off by obviously anything. So to be fair, we're just going to keep to this track and we should come up on the gunmill factory in a few minutes hopefully. But I can see, I'm just filming the side because there's people walking past. To be fair, I didn't want to walk past and put cameras in people's faces.
we have respect.
Because yeah, it could be a bit disrespectful. So yeah, I think I saw a stone structure down here. So I'll just walk down and see if we can see it. Oops. There we are folks, we can form the pathway now.
Looks like it's straight up ahead, I can't. My eyesight's good, so
Well, to be fair, when you're out exploring or an adventure, you can see lots of things, so that's why I decided to start rolling again now, because you don't know what you can actually come up on. So yeah, there is a sign coming up, so we'll get a wee bit of footage so you can see the vast land of the country park, but I think this is just a sign on the gunmill factory. Gunpowder factory, sorry.
it's all the gunpowder now.
Oh well. See, I seen a sign that says the gunpowder factory as we're coming to the sign for it. There we are, it's saying that Roslin, Glen, gunpowder mills. So yeah, if we look over here, they've got some pictures to what it would have looked like back in the day, as it says the history here. So well, what I read online, it relatively started, they weren't sure if it was 1801 or 1803, and obviously it ran from that date up until 1954. And as I read online as well, that they actually moved on to steam power during the 18th century, which when they first originally started it was water powered. So yeah, this is a wee bit of the map of where we are. So yeah, it's what it looks like, the full, I think it's the full, no, I think it's just for the plant. We will look at another sign that obviously gives you the whole picture of the Glen, but we'll continue on now. So it looks like we aren't too far away, I don't think, because as it says we are here. To be fair, I can't see much buildings, but maybe the stone blocks that we're passing, they could have been part of the factory itself. So yeah, as I said, what's left now is just ruins, but I thought it's worth documenting because I've never really seen this online until I started researching for myself the places. So I thought it was quite interesting, just a simple fact, I never knew it was here. So that's why we're here. So it looks like we've still got a wee bit of walk, so we'll check back in as we're arriving. There we are folks, we've actually came on, this is one of the parts of the gunpowder factory. I can see there's more down to the right of me on a path. We're going to venture down to see if we can get down and have a wee better look. So here we go, we'll just venture around the path. Frankie's eager to get down there.
Yep.
As you can see there, I think that must be, well, maybe the trees are damaged. I'm not too sure. We'll have a closest look when we get down. So obviously, yeah, this is, I'm sure it's the river which they must have used when they opened up the factory, because as I said earlier, the original power was through water power. There is a path, so yeah, we'll venture down. So the scenery is lovely. You can see we're actually coming down to a side path that's like a hill beside us. I will apologise if nobody can understand my accent. I will try and speak a bit better when I'm recording, but it's a Scottish accent, so a lot of people may not understand, but I will try and speak as clear as possible. No. As you can hear, Frankie's actually got an English accent, so yeah, you maybe hear her a bit better on film. Oh. Here we go, we're actually coming through into a structure. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what parts are what, just because I've never really found anything that's into depth to tell you, but as you can see, it's coming into a structure, so, well, obviously it is part of the gunpowder factory. As you can see here, they just came in. What kind of looks like there's a outside wall and an inside wall, as you can see. We'll venture into this wee bit and see what we can have a look. As you can see, it goes all the way up to there. So yeah, it was actually bigger than I actually thought. As I say, it is ruins, but to be fair, as you can see, it ran for 150 years, and obviously it was left to rot, as far as I'm led to believe. There's Frankie in behind the wall, and then you've got this other wall here. Yeah, have a look in here. It's relatively safe as well.
It's a bit of a jump.
I'm sure we'll find a way to get down. We'll come back, we'll have a look over here first. We'll come back, because I can see a building way over there in the distance. Well, a ruin. Don't know if you can pick that up. Don't know, when I was looking it looked like the castle was back the way in the middle of the Glen. But it relatively made sense to me. So we'll just walk up here first and see. Obviously on our way back we will try and get down and follow that building we saw right away. Oh, I don't know if you can see it there. You can see that over time that's came away into the water, but it just looked brilliant. So yeah, as I said in my welcome video, if anybody has any advice or just want to comment and I could try and pull some more information for you, just I'm trying to, but yeah, obviously as I was trying to say there, is obviously hit a comment and even to just give you a bit of advice, or just to comment, just to, if you want more information or what. But a lot of the information that I've seen is online anyway, so there isn't much that I could offer in information. But as here, coming down it another bit, as I said, I will say again, all we knew that it was ruins of this Glen factory. And it's a lot bigger than what I've seen, to be fair, online. I've only really seen a couple of pictures. But as I say, if you want to get the real picture and everything, you need to get your feet on the ground, get out and film it for yourself. Jeez, oh. Yeah, there you see at the back there, it's a wee arch bridge. That looks really cool. And then we're coming up on another ruin of the building, I would say, the factory. Yeah, I relatively enjoy that. As a kid, I loved going out in the countryside, seeing all these ruins. And there's loads of them vast throughout Scotland. So, yeah, it is good. Oh, right, we might have came up in a tunnel. So we're going to jump down here. And we'll come back to this building, we'll see if we've got a tunnel. Oh yeah, here we go. So we're coming underneath this bridge. Relatively small bridge, but it is unique in its own way. It's just the arches and the bricks. It's what I love about Scotland, is the brickwork that we used to build things. It was always relatively big, lovely stones that we used to use. So here we're coming in here. Oh, the sun's catching. Give me a second. Frankie thinks she's found a wee tunnel.
No, it's just like a wee cubby hole. It was a tunnel because you can see the things. The actual circle, this must have blocked it off.
Yeah.
Because obviously when Scotland becomes Scotland and the pause and pause, this would have got properly blocked.
Yeah. To be honest, this looks like it's possibly been added. I don't know why. Maybe to make the ground up the top there a little bit safer. We'll need to pop up there. There might be water in the back of that. We'll need to see. Just excuse me, folks. As I said about the bricks in Scotland, well, the stone, they're relatively big, what they used. There was one right behind me, so at least I was off camera for that. And we're just going to go through this wee other tunnel. As you can see, we had came through this one, and then we're going through that one. Oh, I need to duck down. A little bit of an echo. So,
I think this is where like the moat would be.
yeah, well, to be honest, when they first started it was water powered, so I respect, obviously they would have had a water. No, to be honest, the water is there, so I wouldn't say there, if it was going to be the power of the water, you normally have the big wheel, if I'm getting that correct. That obviously the water goes down. And so we're just coming up here first, and then we'll work our way back round. So where this is coming into another part of the factory. And I'm just going to quickly get over here and turn around because I don't want to get people in my shot, because there is families that like to come along here because it is beautiful, get the kids out in the fresh air. As you can see, there's remnants of a fire, probably just your young kids or something just coming up at night. Looks like there's a window or a small door. Could possibly, I don't know, to be honest. You need to look at the pictures. But to be honest, you can only go for what you come across. That would be that's where the water was. So this would probably be. This would probably be what I respect will probably be the factory floor. Yeah, but the water's that side, so they would put a wheel going in the water so they could get the wheel turning for the power. Unless the water did run down this way, it could be possible. That's maybe why this was dug out. Just for the relatively facts that, yeah, we could have had the water coming down there. We're going to walk through, because to be honest, as I seen, as I approached, it does look like that they may have had a wheel there, but I thought, because we're coming into, well, yeah, that looks more like it. Because I thought there were steps. Could be, they could have had the water running. It stretches up pretty big, so I would believe that could possibly be where they had the wheel for the water power. There's Frankie.
Go for the belt.
Just got to get up here. The bigger step than the other side. Sorry folks, I actually knocked the camera off there trying to get off that wall. And as I say, we're coming into more of the factory now. Fair enough, it is ruins. You can get the relatively shape that it was. It is good to come across this. It is beautiful. Obviously we'll take a wee walk in. There is immense a fire again. There we go. So we've got a bit of look down here. As I said, you can see it from this side. I thought they were steps at first, so this looks more like where they would have had the wheel for the water power, as I would say. These were possibly maybe access points for maintenance. Don't know, to be honest. I don't know how things really work.
Well, so you can see where the bars go across the roof would be.
Yeah, so I would think this could probably be about 2-storey. Because there would probably be the steel beams for the flooring. Right, we're going to have a look up here. I've seen stuff in the corner of my eye, so we're going to have a look. Yep, because we've already been down there. And as you can see folks, that was where we were earlier. As you can see, there was that wee tunnel-like thing that was actually, it looks like it's been sealed. Don't know for whatever reason, but it's maybe for safety reasons, because some people can come out to the wilderness, maybe get stuck or hurt, so I think they're trying to avoid that. So yeah, there we are there. So obviously that's where we entered, and then that's where we went out. So we'll have a wee walk on this way. I think, to be honest, there is a building or some sort on top of this. I'm not 100% sure. This might have been where that's probably what it is. They've sealed it up because when they first opened this gunpowder factory, they had the water power. So they must have had the water coming in this way to feed it. So yeah, I'm going to try and get up there and get some footage for you all. See there, yeah. This looks like it's all man-made, so they could have forced the water to come up this way and down. So I think that's why that's sealed off, just in case when it comes to the wet season it doesn't obviously flood out. So as you can see here, yeah, that's where the water would have came in. So yeah, it must be the council that have been out and made it more secure, so people are not going in anywhere and hurting themselves, or it doesn't get flooded. And you can see it's absolutely beautiful. Come along here and we got a shot of the water. look at that. It's surely amazing. This is why I wanted to come out and start doing this. Because the fact, the way I seen it was all these YouTubers come out, go on adventures, explores, and it could be relatively to places that I can't get to or never know was there. So yeah, obviously it's good to see. So obviously I says to myself, yeah, it's time to get out, see the places I want to see and capture it on video. We're going to walk up here. I'm sure it's still going. As you can see, possibly it maybe went over to there. Part I'm not 100% sure. I can only go on old pictures and what I see with my own eye while I'm out filming. Yeah, this is relatively another bridge. Sorry.
No worries.
Getting in the way of people going out for a wee jog. Yeah, people like to come out to nice places, get a bit of exercise as well. Through there, looking into the water. You can see it open a bit more. And we'll come over this side as well. Yeah, just beautiful scenes. And we'll just hold up here just now because there are people coming down the path, and then we'll walk up, have a look to what we can see. There we go, folks. We'll head up this way, see if there's any more. To be fair. Oh, there's a Jacob's ladder. So maybe we'll walk up and have a look. It's getting relatively busy now. I think people are coming out to film this place. Well, to be honest, fair enough, it is a good tourist attraction, but as I would say, I've never seen much of it online. So that's why I wanted to get out. So I'll start filming again once we get up to this Jacob's ladder, have a wee look. I've pulled the camera out again. It looks like some more ruins. Not much to actually see, to be fair, but obviously it looks like there is obviously either a building or something of sort here. Yeah, basically this is what happens to, well, we can actually go inside.
There'll not be any spiders, I'll tell that.
Right, I'll swap over to my, there we go, folks. Got a new torch. Wow, didn't expect this. Hope you are picking this up on the camera. Wow, that's actually pretty good.
Fuck me.
Do you maybe want to pull your phone out, you can light it up a bit. Wow, it is relatively dark in here.
Probably where most youngsters see basically smoke.
Well, I'll try and get my phone light on just to see a bit better. There we go, folks, we can see it a bit better.
What the?
See the lovely little arch to the roof.
There's a candle. Do you like candles?
Maybe resonance a seance or something. I don't know if this is haunted. To be fair, you do get the eerie feeling being inside here, but it's a little building inside the woods and it's relatively dark inside, so obviously it would have an eerie feel.
What the hell? Oh wait, no, never mind. It's fine. It's the weather floor.
It is outside. There's a wee window to it.
Oh no.
Let's So yeah, let's move up here, we can have a better look. Wow, this is better than I actually thought. This is like a... Yeah, as Frankie was saying, there's a tea light.
Yeah.
Candle that's finished up.
You just got to take a picture, babe.
Okay. Another window. To be honest, this could have relatively been a house or something, or it could have been part of the factory. I'm not too sure. As relatively these days, there's only so much you can actually gather online. Where that's why I like to do, well, looking to do paranormal, so you can try and make contact and obviously try and get the history of stuff from the people that were possibly there at the time. So it's always good to come up with a bit of history that isn't documented. To be fair, obviously you can only provide your evidence and people can decide for themselves. But yeah, they're actually eggshells. Don't know, I think they're just normal eggshells. I just felt a cold breeze, and to be honest, there's no breeze between the leaves there.
It's like I'm getting it from the back, like along this way.
Well, if you hear any voices, there is people on the bridge down the bottom. To be honest, that was just like a weird breeze that came down. It never felt like it came from the window, but there we go, we have spiders.
Yep, I'm gone.
That's
I'm gone.
Frankie away.
I'm gone. Nope, no thank you.
So yeah, then again, you don't know if this could be haunted or not. To be honest, I'm just out exploring, I'm not here to investigate. But it is good to go out and explore and see what you can find. If anything does happen, you can mark it down and visit back. But I think we will come back here at some point, to be fair. Yeah, it's relatively nice. I actually thought it was just going to be all ruins. And we've actually came on a little building. So, we'll just continue on to the Jacob's Ladder. And Frankie's just told me the Jacob Ladders, this is what they call the steps here. Where
Two steps, there's one at the start of the Glen, at the other side, and then there's this.
yeah, so basically as I thought of Jacob's Ladder when I was younger, I think I was in the Scouts or on an activity thing. I think the place was called Fordell Falls. It was just like logs on like metal chains and you had to climb up it. But that was a new one. I've never known steps to be called Jacob's Ladder, so I'm learning new things as I'm getting out. So yeah. Right, now we are going to head back, see if we can get into that other building. Then we'll move on and we'll see the castle. And there we are, folks. We just had to get through a bit of a jungle to get to this next building.
If I'm a slaughter to get me out of the UK version.
But yeah, obviously this would have been part of this structure that's up here. Lots of insects as you're coming up here. So here we are. Nice. Don't know if this bit was here before the trees and the trees have grew up through it or what, but at least we've made it through this. So just walk around this way since it's the easiest route to get inside this relatively small building. It looks like it has no roof. Oh, insects. Here we are. We made it inside the other structure. It's just great. to find this. The simple fact is we never knew, well I never knew for sure that this was here. So it's quite good that we've found it and get it on film. Yeah, isn't it relatively too big? As you can see there's a tree growing right through the structure, which you'll find obviously that nature tends to reclaim the land. So we'll wander up this way, see if we can see anything else along the path. We'll just walk over here. There's some more of that. Yeah, it looks more like tin roofing that we've used for this bit. So yeah, we'll just have a quick look down here, see if there's anything more. Whoa. Right there, I've just spotted something. Wow. Don't know if that's the cave we're trying to look for.
I doubt it,
But I'll jump off and I'll have a wee look on the map. Oh, there we are folks. That was absolutely tiring. But yeah, that's us just finished on what we could really see, to be honest, with the Roslin Glen gunpowder mill, sorry. So I think this video is going to be a part 2, because I think we're going to be losing daylight soon. So we're actually going to head up to the Roslin Castle and film a bit of that before we finish up for the day. But we'll try and maybe get back later on in the week or so and then film a part 2, because I don't know if you'd seen. 2 seconds, I'm just going to walk up here. I think I've seen something. It might just be a wall, but we'll have a look. Oh, sorry, I'm covering the camera there. Just going to have a look to see what this is. It's basically not, it's just a wee wall. But yeah, so we're just going to trek back up and get some footage at the castle. So once we're getting close of arriving, as we'll do, we'll film up again and we'll check back in. I think Frankie wants to say hello. Yeah, well, this is what we came across, folks. To be fair, I think these are all locked up tight by the park rangers, to be fair, because it looks like there's no access, and there's a van there over there, so there'll be a park rangers out. So I think they're still in use, so they're not abandoned, but I wanted to pull out the camera to look at this. It's not every day you walk through the woods and find this.
We can't climb it.
Wow, unbelievable. I'll try to read up more on this building, but I think it is still in use.
Another thing to make me feel small.
So this could be in part 2. Don't know when, but we will get back if we can enter and it's an abandoned. Fair enough. If not, but look at this boat. There's like every day that you, it's not every day you go through the woods and you come across propellers and a boat, because the river ain't big enough for this.
Oh, definitely.
This is definitely for the sea.
Look at that. That's not a lot of it.
I know. It's cool. So I think this is called the Carpet Factory. Never heard any other words for it, so that's it. Well, we look if there's something open or whatever, we can have a wee look and see. Fair enough. But if not, it's cool. Oh, more boats. Jeez, oh. Look at that. That would be fair, that could be potential for coming back. Never know. So I think, I don't know if we can head down this way for the castle. Sorry about that, if someone was trying to phone me. Relatively probably trying to sell something. So that's why I'm looking to get a camera. So obviously on the phone, people can call you. But maybe the next time when I'm out, or in future videos, maybe turn the signal off while I'm filming. But it's just great as we're just leaving the carpet factory. Yes, I was just talking about that. So, basically it was good to see that. It's not every day you come across that stuff, walking through the woods. As we return, if it's accessible, we'll document it. If not, it's just the way it goes sometimes. So I'm not too sure where from now, so Frankie will have a wee look on her phone. So we're not going off track. Just have a look out here, so it's nice.
Rubbish at reading maps.
Well, it should tell you how many minutes.
11.
11 minutes. Right, we shall find our way to the castle and then approach to it. We'll start filming again. Check back in with you shortly. Here we are, folks, we've actually found the bridge.
Finally.
I think we need to cross to get to the castle, which is good. But as I said before, folks, there'll be a part 2 to this video. It's just because obviously the sun is starting to go down. So, but yeah, we've covered a lot of land today. Here's the bridge here. Hopefully it is safe, to be honest. There's normally they would put signs up.
Trust me, it's safe. I was on this 3 years ago.
Oh well. But to be fair, they would normally put signs up to say, do not go on the bridge. So here we are. So basically we're just down the river a bit, but obviously there's a fair bit of walk to get to it because I had to cross the road. It is still equally beautiful over here as it was over at the Gunpowder Mills. So we're starting to alright. Let's start to see some brickwork. So that may have been part of the castle, because we know it is in ruins now. Really creepy. I think it's just a wee hole up there. But we'll try and manage up this hill and we'll check back in. There we are, folks. We're now starting to see the castle that I thought before we actually go up until the castle bit. Obviously seen the archway of the bridge, so we'll take a wee walk up there and have a look before we get up to the actual castle structure. Yes, it is relatively muddy over here. Obviously we have had the wet weather come in after all the good sunny weather that we all had. Yeah, starting to see the castle peek out from the trees. Yeah, I think that was probably used as maybe a toilet. I don't know. Just guessing. Because it had to go somewhere. So why are you not at the bottom of the castle?
No, that doesn't make sense because usually around the castle there's a moat.
Yeah, it could well have been in water.
It could be a drainage.
It could have been underwater at this, but this is why they've got the bridge. And then again, maybe got the bridge to give the castle some height. So we'll make our way down here, have a wee peek. There isn't too much, we'll just head straight up to the castle. Yeah, I can't see too much. As I say, we are starting to, the sun is starting to go down. So what we'll do, we'll just nip up to the castle just now and film as much as possible. And obviously in our part 2 we may come out here and have a better look. But as we were hiking up here, this is what we were coming to see, the actual castle. So I will check back in once we are up there. There we are folks, we've made it up the top. That isn't just the steps, obviously as you go down it turns to the right. It goes down an even steeper hill. And obviously if you're ever venturing into Roslin or Glen to come and see the castle, you have a wee sign there to tell you that it is. And obviously as you can see there, they're very steep drops. So we'll just be careful, try and get the best shots as we can. And this is the castle entrance. And obviously as we were under the bridge, so we're just about to cross it now. Peeking in the trees, still some of the ruins of the castle. It is relatively good. There isn't a great deal left, but to be fair, it is good to get these before everything is completely gone. But wow. I think when I was reading up online, there was roughly, I think it's from the 14th or the 15th century, I think, maybe still on Frankie's phone, because it said something about the Battle of Roslin, and I'm sure it was maybe 1504 or 1404. I could be wrong, we're just going to double check so we can put it straight into the video. But yeah, let's just have a look. You can see it is a very steep drop. Oh wow, as you can see it's just covered in the woods.
We're after 1302, after the Battle of Roslin.
So 13th century.
Yep. There was a fire that did destroy the castle as well, so it did get rebuilt. Let me double check.
So basically, yeah, I know there is a part that was added after. As it says, well, ancient history, obviously, it did say that William Wallace was at the Battle of Roslin. I'm only picking up on little bits that I read earlier, so to be fair, we'll just continue on walking as Frankie has found the bit that she was talking about. Obviously we'll go back to her, but yeah, there we go, we'll have a wee look. So I don't know how well you can see the steps in there. So yeah, it's a fairly big drop, so yeah, obviously you need to be careful. Well, we'll take a wee walk in and have a better look.
I can't say what date or year the fire was, but it was they're estimating it was around sort of the 1600s, and shortly after that they rebuilt it because Sir William Wallace came here after the Battle of Dunbar.
Oh, right.
It was actually after the disaster of the Battle of Dunbar that William Wallace came here with his troops under the command of General Monk, and that's when they basically besieged the castle with 4 cannons, mortar, I can't read that word, and 600 troops as well. And this was back in 1650. That's when it was actually.
So yeah,
By William Wallace.
that's the stuff that we had documented. So this would have been the castle.
Sir William Wallace's son.
Right, so
Sorry.
it was actually his son, not himself. So yeah, as you can see, there's still a bit left of the castle entrance. So yeah, we'll walk in a wee bit, have a wee look around, see what's left. There we are. To be fair, you can still, as much as what's left of the ruins, you can still get a feel to what was here. And it would have been a relatively big castle.
So to be honest, I think the reason that the castle was actually left the way it was, according to this website, there was a lot of vandals in the 1970s who, after the death of the tenant that was occupying the castle at the time, after they passed away, there was a lot of vandals that came in and basically destroyed the place. So I think that's why they've just left it as it is, and it has marked as a historic place, so no vandals can actually come in and break in, steal stuff or spray paint. Because to be honest, like, me and William are the same. Like, it's unfair when people just come in and vandalise stuff just for the sake of things, you know, like these, like, even in houses like that are abandoned, you know, that haven't even been abandoned that long, we go into them and it's trashed. You know, I just don't see the point in it, to be honest. But luckily for Roslin Castle, it was marked as a historic spot, so yeah, nobody can vandalise it anymore, which is good.
Yeah, as I was going to briefly touch on that as well. As other YouTubers will know, if they're doing any abandoned stuff, there relatively is people that go in and like to vandalise and break stuff. So yeah, isn't particularly good, but that's why we says, right, it's time to get out and try and get to these places and document it before anything actually happens. To be fair, I think that's just a wee path. It's on the side of the cliff, but as you can see there, there's more of the castle. What we'll do, we'll walk past around this bit again and we'll walk into the grounds a bit more and we can see what's left.
To be honest, I think mainly with these bits, like, I'm estimating that they're either prison cells or, you know, when you get them wee slots in the wee windows, well, obviously knights and soldiers can actually look out and see the enemy coming. I think that's probably why a lot of castles are built on hills, to be honest, because that way you've got an eye of who's coming and how many there are, you know, so it was always good for battles, to be honest.
Oh, just get down here and have a look. Right, but it looks like we can't go into this bit because it looks like it says it's private now. So someone must own this building now. It was added later, I think it was added onto the castle, to be fair. But I'll just take a wee wander over here, see the rest of the castle. So yeah, there isn't a great deal that's left, but we thought, well, we better get out and have a look. Sorry about that, I'm just getting used to using the phone for filming. I clicked it off there, but we're back rolling again. As you can see, it goes all the way up. There isn't much left, but as I was saying, it is good to document this before it does crumble and there's nothing left.
To be honest, I think, judging by the way the structure is, like, that was the entrance and this probably was where you'd meet your guests and that, because it is quite a large space, as you can see, you know, and I think obviously a lot of people, especially back in them times, like, they would have a space just for you to come in. Obviously I've forgotten the name because my mind has gone blank, but yeah, I think that's, to be honest, I think that was the main entrance of the castle. Just due to the fact that there are gates at the start, as you'll see when we start walking in. So yeah.
Well, to be fair, you already seen us walking in, but yes, obviously, normally with a castle, if it has a bridge leading in it, that would be the entrance. And I think covered this bit, this should have been the castle entrance, to be fair. And whoa, I can see a brick, so maybe this was the rest. Well, we can see there it says 1986, so there might have been some more restoration work to try and, but it says there isn't. But you never know, if you've got a brick saying that, you would relatively think, yeah. So this is us.
You can sort of imagine of like what it would have been like when it was fully in, what's it called?
Well, fully in action.
Yeah, that. You know, it's like, some people will call me weird, but it's like you can actually visualise it once you're here. Obviously, like, you can see the people coming in, soldiers coming in, the Queen, King, whoever was ruling at that time, and you can see them actually coming in. You can actually see like where stuff would take place as well, and it's actually quite cool, to be honest, because you can actually visualise it. So that's obviously quite cool. Oh, there's another brick here as well.
But yeah, it's the same date. I think it was what Frankie was trying to touch. I think the remnants of what you can see. Obviously, you can actually get a bit of a feel, and then obviously you can visualise stuff, as you could probably visualise yourself. Probably troops marching into this castle. But I'm glad that we've done it. Now we've got this on film. Right, folks, I think that will do it for today. We have done a fair bit, covered a lot of ground, so as I say, there will be a part 2 to this video. But I'm just glad that we actually made it to the castle. So yeah, we've done what we came here to ask. Fair enough, there was a bit more than expected. We got squeezed in the shot a little bit. So yeah, there will be a part 2. We will be out soon again filming, and I relatively expect we're aiming for the first week of October for this video to drop. Hopefully we have the part 2. If not, obviously we can put it up as a part 1, and then we can actually come out and film the part 2 again. But we hope to bring a lot more adventures, explores to you in the near future. We hope to get out a bit more and see what we can and document these onto video. And all I would just like to say is thank you for sticking with us to the end of the video, because to be honest, we are just learning on our feet here. So yeah, thank you for sticking around, and I would just like to say, please like, subscribe, comment, and just enjoy the video. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.